Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's go deep, tighten up. 80 weapons. Let's go deep, tighten up. Get.
Throwing after the interception. Lawrence looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Breaks the tackle, now an alley.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 10 over.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard, he'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Richard, his 1st touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
1st down, Seahawks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
1st down, Seattle.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 4.
Here's Wilson to throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st down, Seahawks.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Come off the ball. 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have this this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Richard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 on the Seahawks 9-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, Richard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Come on, QB, come on. Mine's 54. Leo. Okay, double up.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
This is Scarborough. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Slam.
He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Mike, 55.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 14.
19. 55, mark, 55. In your
Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Richard. Mike Ford in on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get going.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, Lawrence. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A gain of 6 there on first.
He wasn't ready.
Second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. On the draw, Richard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Back to throw. Lawrence. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. Yeah, the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds into half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Mike, move the team. Mike, 5-4. Not today, go.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. It fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Pressure coming, and this looks like a short kick. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
25.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Running the jet sweep, this is Thielen with it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Go 14. Check 37. Check 37. Go. Switch. Mike 55.
Penny, the first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. 54 right there.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson operating from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time. Got to go.
Off play action. Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Richard on the toss. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustainment. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, here's Penny. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 39. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up on Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This is Richard. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
This time Wilson will throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead for... Lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
It's a loss of a yard.
We go. 50, plant.
At the 18-yard line.
Double time. 4 down. Shoot.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.